the challenges that he thought you guys would present to him. So I want to ask you the same question. What challenges do you see Coach Kelsey and company presenting to you guys in your all's matchup?
What did he say?
I'm sorry, Coach,
What did Coach Kelsey say about the challenges?
that you guys would be very tough, and he's very impressed with what you've been able to do there.
Okay. Uh, well, likewise, Louisville's playing extremely well right now. They're playing confidently. They're very physical, and they have a lot of guys offensively that can score the ball, and defensively they've been playing at a high level. So I think they're playing like a complete team right now. So we'll have to be good on both sides of the ball.
Yep. Do you have a follow-up, Corey?
No, sir, that's it.
Okay. Uh, David Teal, go ahead.
Andy, what does it tell you about your team that you're able to win a game by scoring 54 points in Charlottesville and then a buck 17 a couple days later down in Miami?
Well, our goal this year was to improve defensively from the beginning of the season. We had a lot of new guys, and we have made big improvements. I thought we played as hard as we have all season in Charlottesville on Wednesday night defensively. And then obviously on Saturday, we had our offense rolling. We were making shots, sharing the ball, 28 assists. So I think in the ACC, you have to try to win different ways at times because they're different styles. Each team is different, and your team doesn't play as well offensively some nights as others. And our goal at the beginning of the season was to get our defense to a level where we can win games when we're not shooting the ball very well, like we didn't on Wednesday night. So very proud of our team. We played Virginia twice. They do slow it down. They're very tough and physical, and to hold them to 51 and 52 points in our two games is a credit to our players. They really bought in and have improved significantly in the defensive end.
Go next to Kip Coons.
Yeah, good morning, Andy. Your game with Louisville is interesting on a few levels, mostly because you both have such new rosters. You taking over the program. When you go about assembling a team, especially at a new place, what's your first step, or what are you looking at? Do you recruit by position? Do you look for just the right character? What's your measuring stick for for that situation? Because obviously it's really worked. You're at the top of the league and playing very well.
Well, thank you. When we constructed the roster, we knew we had to get probably one player at each position and some depth. So we were looking for players that try to fit how we like to coach, meaning they're tough, they like to defend, but also have some scoring ability. We do recruit size and length. We had a guard leave, and then we replaced him with Boopy Miller. Boopy had ACC experience. We were really impressed with that. Matt Cross has ACC experience, been in a few schools, and so we were trying to get older. We knew we had a couple freshmen coming that were young and a couple returning players, but we really had to rebuild the entire roster. And then the three guys that did stay have really improved. So Chuck Harris, B.J. Edwards, and Keon Ambrose Hilton have really improved, and they've done a great job of being leaders. So, if you look at our roster, we have very good experience. We have a lot of toughness and size. And the goal of the coaching staff then, when you get everybody in here, is how to mesh them together. And it was a little rocky at first just because they didn't know each other's games. We didn't know their games as a staff. We'd never been through adversity together as teammates or as a staff and a team. And so once we get into the season, I think our team has really, really improved. And of course, Cement didn't play the first couple of games, and Matt Cross was hurt the first 3 weeks of the season. So that made us get off to a little bit of a slow start. But then since they've been back and we've improved defensively and guys have learned how to play with each other, I think you saw the results where we can go and have 28 assists in one game by sharing the basketball, and then on Wednesday night defending at a pretty high level, holding them to 34% from the field. So we're proud of our guys, but we have a long season ahead, and hopefully tomorrow night is a big game for both teams, and you're right, you'll see two teams with a lot of transfers, new rosters, playing pretty high level basketball game.
If I could follow up there, Andy, when you're talking about size and length, obviously you're not talking about Boopy Miller. How did it come about that he ended up at SMU? Because he had a really breakout year for Wake Forest last year.
Well, a few things. We had lost a guard here at SMU, and so we needed a lead guard. And if you really, when he came on a visit, we really liked him as a person. We loved his toughness, his leadership ability. And our point guards at USC and at Florida Gulf Coast have been very dynamic. And we have a lot of lead guards in the NBA that we put from USC, played for us. And I think Boopy liked that. He saw the system, how he'd like to get out and run an NBA style system, try to push the tempo. And to his credit, he's been terrific. He had 10 assists on Saturday. He had 9 assists against Georgia Tech last week in one game. And SMU's leading the ACC in scoring, and he's a big part of that. So I think it's been a good fit for us as coaches, and it's been a great fit for him as a player to play in our system and to really lead his teammates.
Go back to David Teal.
Andy, obviously the football team generated a lot of enthusiasm there in Dallas. As your wins have mounted, do you sense the same for your program?
There's a lot of excitement about SMU and the ACC, and the boosters and alumni here since the Pony Express. They've been waiting a long time to compete at the national level, and it's great to see what our football team did to win the ACC regular season, go the playoffs in their first season. Our volleyball team, our soccer team went to the Elite Eight. Our volleyball team was a 2-seed in the NCAA tournament. We're having a pretty good year, but there's a lot of excitement for all the sports here at SMU, not just men's basketball. Our crowds have been terrific. They're growing. Now the excitement in the Moody Coliseum, it's a great place to play. It's a great home court advantage. So we're very thankful for the SMU community. They've been supporting us at a high level this year, and hopefully tomorrow night we'll have a great crowd.
You mentioned leading the conference in scoring. In today's basketball climate, how much of a selling point is that to prospects? Say, hey, look, you come play at the highest scoring team in the league.
Well, I think everybody likes to score the ball. Doesn't necessarily make you win, or it may help you win, but I think each school has their recruiting points, and if you can score the ball, that certainly is a big one.
All right, and then last question will come from Billy Embody.
Hey, Coach. SMU had a couple of signees nominated for the McDonald's All-American game, Jaden Toombs and Jermaine O'Neal. What's that mean for the program to have guys like that get that notoriety, and also just, them being Dallas area prospects and what you've seen from them this fall?
We made it a goal as a staff to recruit the state of Texas, especially around the Dallas area, and to have Jaden and Jermaine sign with us, and having such a successful high school season is great. Also, Nigel Walsh from Houston. We have 4 recruits from Texas, and that's kind of what we did at USC when we went there. We made Southern California a priority for us to try to get local Southern California kids to take ownership, and we're trying to do the same thing here. It's hard to build a program just with high school freshmen or high school players that become freshmen because of the transfer portal and NIL. So you never know who you're going to have next year. But we're trying to build this program through the high school level and fill in with transfers. And hopefully these young men will come in here, develop, kind of take ownership of this program as they go through their career. And that will lead the way to other local Texas recruits. There's a lot of talent here in the Dallas area. And SMU is the only power conference school in the city of Dallas. And so we feel great about the local young men here, and hopefully we can develop more relationships as we go along.
And with the students back in town, how important is it to have a great atmosphere for Tuesday night against Louisville? Well,
it's big. The students are coming back. I think tomorrow's the first day of classes there's a long break. I wish I had that long of a 5-week vacation when I was in college, but hopefully they'll be here ready to go and support us, and it'll be a great college basketball game.
Andy, thank you for the time.